Hey, it's Gloomy, and I'm back with another sketchbook tour. Okay, this sketchbook contains Omori spoilers, so I will put timestamps for those so you can avoid them. If you haven't played Omori, I really do advise avoiding spoilers at all costs. Okay, sketchbook 29. That was a really loud noise. First page that I have literally nothing to say about. It's that cat from The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, I think it's called. I haven't even watched that cartoon, but I've seen the image of that cat like so many times. I just wanted to draw it. Omori's beautiful smile. So there's this one bit in Omori that if you've played it, I think you probably know what I'm talking about. It completely broke me. I was in floods of tears. I just wanted to just hug my cat after that. And it really did kind of disturb me as well, so I needed to draw a bunch of wholesome cat-related things to get that one part of Omori out of my head. If you know, you know. I don't know. More Omori stuff. This is basically just me making fun of the ending. I mean the good ending. Not that I think the ending is stupid, I just wanted to draw something silly, I guess. Melly and Ingo, because I ship them. Ingo and Emmett arguing about their respective boyfriends, i.e. I ship Emmett with Volo and I ship Ingo with Melly. Some more Melly and Ingo stuff. It's kind of like an idea I had where in the modern day, Melly steals Ingo's phone to take like a ridiculous amount of selfies. More Omori stuff. This one is not spoilery, but the one underneath it is. This is the spoilery one. This is basically black space in a nutshell. At least the black space segments with Basil in it. A page about Rococo from Omori. Something I drew in a dream and decided to redraw in real life. A page about Sweetheart from Omori. And an Infinity Train reference at the bottom because all of the Humphreys really reminded me of Randall from Infinity Train. A dream I had about Ingo and Emmett being rival detectives, and for some reason Ingo was tiny and was like getting everywhere by tying balloons to himself. How I would imagine Captain Spaceboy and Rococo to meet. A page about Captain Spaceboy. Captain Spaceboy and Rococo as a ship, because honestly, I think they'd be a good ship. A Captain Spaceboy, but Enna, because he has a split personality. Mutant Heart, she is really cute. She is the cutest version of Sweetheart. I designed my own something. Abby from Omori. Okay, very spoilery Omori page. So I noticed something about the characters, how all of them represent each of the stages of grief. And also there's a blue girl. She literally exists to tell you not to talk to her, and I just think that's really funny. More Omori stuff. I was like obsessed with Omori at this point. I'm kind of obsessed with Omori again. An angel. An automatic drawing. Oh, okay, this. Okay, back in like really early 2015, I woke up one night or one morning or whatever with sleep paralysis. And I'm pretty used to sleep paralysis, but before I realized what was happening, I tried to move. I tried to turn the light on, but instead of moving, I floated above my body and just kind of hung there for a bit, looking down at myself. It was really weird and honestly really cool, and I would really love to experience that again. It only lasted for like a few seconds, but it was really fun, and for some reason, years later, I suddenly decided to draw it. Space Boy and Sweetheart making a silly Pokemon reference. B from Pokemon, I hate this drawing. A jackdaw I met when I was on holiday. This is kind of based off a conversation I overheard between a kid and a train driver. And I thought I'd draw it with Ingo. Okay, spoilery Omori crossover with Enna. Giovanni Potage from Epithet Erased, reacting to the fact that Aubrey ruined a perfectly good bat. Grimsley, Ingo, a Cyclops cat, and they start showing up a lot later on in this sketchbook. When I was on holiday, we had this sort of like sitting room in this cottage we were staying in, and this was when we were like in the middle of a heat wave, so all of the windows were open, including like these really big, like, I think they're called French windows, but they're actually doors made of glass, I don't know. But they were open, and it was night, and loads of moths were in the room, like loads of moths. I used to be terrified of moths, but this was kind of the moment when I realized that I wasn't even a little bit scared of moths anymore. This moth landed on my hand and just stayed there for ages, and it was really cute. Some, I guess, self-indulgence with my OC and Ingo. Don't have anything to say about this page. More Omori characters. A sort of idea I had about Ingo being plopped back into the modern day after the events of Legends Arceus. Ingo being a sensory overload. For people who don't know, Ingo in Pokemon Masters is really loud when he speaks, and in Legends Arceus, his eyes tend to glow in the dark. I mean, all the characters' eyes glow in the dark, but it's really noticeable with Ingo because of his hat. Alpha Rad and Pokemon challenges. I don't usually do YouTuber fan art, but I had to for this one because it was just too funny. A silly comic about Abby from Omori. A drawing that I do not like. A very weird version of Ingo and Emmett. In the console version of Omori, there's a fight with Hero after he takes over the last resort. He kind of turns into an evil capitalist for a short while, and it's become my favorite battle in the whole game. It's so funny. I just decided to draw the chaos that is the boss man hero battle. So Black Space is my favorite segment of Omori, and that includes Black Space 2. I was actually surprised how many moments in Black Space were actually quite funny. Like, I mean, Black Space is disturbing by nature because, I mean, it's where all of Sunny's repressed feelings and memories go. But there's a lot of surprisingly funny moments. Some OCs. More Omori spoilers. Badly drawn Pokemon characters because I don't know. EX style zinnia. Oh, more Omori spoilers. And another funny moment from Black Space. A fish and Miku. If you saw the boxes video that I did, you probably recognize these. I know I could have made things easier for myself by drawing these digitally, but I really wanted to sort of recreate the style of Omori a little bit, I guess. So I tried to go with like hand-drawn. So I used my light box to try and keep it on model. More stuff from that boxes video. Some of the deeper well entities from Omori. My mind was in a weird place. I had art block at the time, and I decided to just kind of dump my brain onto a page, and this happened, and I actually really like this one. Omori doodles. Aubrey from Omori and Anna from Anna. I'm writing a story, but at the moment I'm just kind of writing it for myself. Everything on these pages except for this is are like characters from the story. There's more stuff about the story. Kel from Omori and some pose practices. More pose practices. That was a dream. That's from the story that I'm writing. And oh, this was when, like, for some reason, Promoted Tweet was really trying to push Polar. You guys remember Polar? No, I don't blame you. Oh, this is someone's OC on Twitter. A page dedicated to Marina and Mutant Heart from Omori. Perfect Heart from Omori. That. Nessa. Nessa again. I don't know. I really like Nessa. A page about Zerky, my favorite Ultra Beast. I was playing around with DALL-E Mini, and I typed in Omori, and it came up with this really weird version of Kel and Omori, and I decided to redraw it. Ayla. This is how Ayla eats and drinks. Her eye turns into a mouth temporarily. I keep meaning to make a video about that, but I just can't really think of the scenario where that would happen. The day Ingo greeted me for the first time in Pokemon Masters. I wanted to draw something weird. Some weird stuff. A character idea that I ended up doing nothing with. Mr. Plant! If you like weirdcore and you haven't seen Mr. Plant, then you really should. It's so good. Cesare from the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I'd been meaning to draw him for like over a year at this point. I also think that Cesare is a lot like Omori in a lot of respects. Okay, I was playing with DALL-E Mini again and just generating random things and was like redrawing them, I guess. I have a lot of choice thoughts about AI art, but it is fun to just mess around with and just get inspiration from, I guess. I can definitely say that, but there are a lot of iffy things about AI art as well. Very iffy things. A sort of weirdcore-esque doodle page. Another weirdcore-esque doodle page. And another weirdcore-esque doodle page. These pages I did in like a day. I just sort of couldn't stop drawing. I got some new watercolors and I absolutely love them. And this was the first thing I drew with them. Painted, whatever. So the colors are a little bit off because I was still trying to get used to them. A very messy couple of pages. Ingo. But from the anime. Oh, okay. I decided to try redesigning one of my characters, Nara. This isn't even like the final product of her redesign because I decided I didn't like this design after all. More Omori and Cesare, because why not? I'm still trying to figure out Nara's design. This is Nara's finalized design. And for some reason I can hardly ever fit the full body onto a page. And it's not for lack of trying, so I had to draw her shoes separately. Most of this was automatic, I think. Some OCs. If you were on Twitter in the 8th of September, you might have, chances are you witnessed the Tumblr Sexy Man poll. And some crazy stuff happened. And then the Queen died. And then everyone was like, oh my god, Sans versus Reagan was so intense that it killed the Queen. Pokemon fusions. Gloom and Loudred. Pikachu and Rhyhorn. Gardevoir and Gerda. And Scraggy and Grimer. Gracias from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. He's already my favorite character. Something about Brassius's face reminded me of Ingo, so I drew this. Some doodles. Oh god, this drawing. I decided to try a sort of full background picture with my new watercolors, and I decided to get the clever idea to finish it with like this, to put like a watercolor wash over it. It ruined the whole painting. I did manage to save it. Mostly. Cygnus Cyrus and Darkrai. Well, I did a digital version of this little doodle. I really like it. I tried again with the full background picture with watercolors, and it definitely was a lot better the second time. Fukase, Barbecue Anna, Alistair, Oleana. I don't really know what these are. Well, it's a cat, a girl, and a weird unicorn person, but I don't know why I drew them. Something that Cynthia says in Pokemon Masters. Anyone who's battled Cynthia knows. Ingo. I really like this one. Bead. A really weird doodle page, I guess? Not really sure. A weird, I guess, automatic drawing collage thingy. I I don't know what this page is all about. Some OCs and Skullwatch stuff. If you don't know what the Skullwatch is, I did a whole video about it. It was Dream Diary number 2, I think. And it was all about the dream I had about these guys. Yaya as a Skullwatch, and Jenny hating the Skullwatch. Another Cyclops cat. Some Pokemon stuff. For some reason, Volo is quoting Professor Tox. I don't know, I was watching like a bunch of Professor Tox clips. This was when the Ghost song Uncanny came out. I didn't like how I drew Akari's face, so I stuck a teabag tab over her face. Okay, this was a dream I had. It was a really weird dream. This was also a dream. I can't remember who she was. I just remember that she was in a dream. Weird, creepy drawing. Oh, this was also a dream. An umbrella ballerina. I don't know what that is. Leah and Hoopa from Pokemon Masters. A page about a very specific kind of character design. A version of Diantha that shows up in Pokemon Masters. A page I don't really like. Inktober. This is when Inktober began. So we got day 1, Gargoyle. My Halloween themed and autumn themed characters, Spooky and Pumpkin Spice. Spooky is a character I've had since I was about 10. Day 2, Scurry. Day 3, Bat, I drew Crispy, the Distortionist. Scallop, day 4. Grimsley from Pokemon. Day 5, Flame. Day 6, Bouquet. Day 7, Trip. Day 8, Match. That's the Ghost song Amygdala's Ragdoll. A redraw of something from last sketchbook. Day 9, Nest. This was like the first and only Owl House fan art I've done. I always thought that my first Owl House fan art would be Lumity, but nah. Day 10, Krabby. Some self-indulgence again. I just really want to hug Ingo. Ingo with long hair, because why not? Day 11, Eagle. I couldn't think of anything to do, so I just turned an eagle into an angel, I guess. Koshek from... what's it called again? Welcome to Night Vale. Day 12, Forget. It's everywhere at the end of time. Also, funnily enough, while I was drawing this, I was listening to An Empty Bliss Beyond This World, another Caretaker album, and I would definitely say if you don't want to listen to Everywhere at the End of Time, but you still want to get the basic feeling of it, I would say listen to An Empty Bliss, because it's nowhere near as disturbing and it's only an hour long. So I did day 12 Forget again because I had 2 ideas for it and I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do Submus Angst or The Caretaker, so I just did both. My Pokemon OC Noah as a Unova depot agent, because why the hell not? Day 13, Kind, some OCs. Another Cyclops cat. They're everywhere. Oh look, there's another one. A comic about non-binary struggles. Creepy Ingo. Day 14, Empty. It's Coco but human, but probably not. I don't I don't know what so liminal it's criminal means, but I like it. Day 15, armadillo. Day 16, fowl. Day 17, salty. It's a sea monster. Day 18, scrape. It's supposed to be Tamari from Reckless Battery Burns scraping their detachable claws against a wall. Oh, this was when the remake of Spider on the Wall came out. Ingo greeted me in Pokemon Masters again. And it kind of made my day, sort of. Kind of. I redesigned another OC, Akaro. What I think is really funny is that when I redesigned Nara, there is pages and pages and pages of me redesigning Nara. But for Akaro, it was just one drawing, I'm done. Day 19, ponytail. It's a Futakuchi Onna from Japanese mythology. One of my favorite kinds of yokai. Spider on the Wall, but it's Volo and Emmett. Red guy from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. That was just after I watched the TV series. It's so good. Day 20, Bluff. I did not enjoy this drawing. Everything just seemed to go wrong when I was drawing it. The finished result looks okay, but I'm always just reminded of how not fun this was. I guess I just wasn't feeling the watercolors that day. I didn't used to like Raihan's design, but it's kind of grown on me now, so... Day 21, Bad Dog. This is based on the creepy beagle puppy from Welcome to Night Vale. Day 22, Heist. So there's someone on Twitter has this AU where Ingo and Emmett join Team Break. A dream I had about a shadow entity that stole people's shadows, and for some reason I had a crush on the shadow entity. Another dream about a Pokemon game. It was a sequel to Sword and Shield, and Nessa was a mermaid for some reason. Day 23, Booga. I just thought Booga equals Boogeyman, which equals Oogie Boogie, so... Day 24, Fairy. It's Hatterene, but creepy. Day 25, Tempting. I was able to shoehorn some Enna fan art into it. Day 26, Ego. Sweetheart. She's very egotistical. A doodle page. Some words of wisdom from Akaro. Day 27, Snack. I have the body of a pig. Day 28, Camping. I was ill at this point, so it wasn't really, like, the best. Day 29, uh-oh. It's that one bit from Pokemon Legends Arceus. Day 30, Gear. I guess I just designed a Signa suit for Ingo based on Kling Klang. Day 31, Farm. I decided to end it with a goofy one. Bunui. Oh, okay. If you saw my last Sketchbook Tour, you might remember me getting frustrated about trying and failing the battle subway in Pokemon White 2. Well, I finally did it. I beat Ingo. Over the Garden Wall. This was Halloween. Every Halloween I rewatch Over the Garden Wall. Ingo crushing on Melly, I guess. And yeah, I think that's it for this sketchbook. I still don't know how to end videos.